Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe for the pre-match of Inter-Monza. Would you perform? This is my question to you. I mean, one day you're in a stadium that's filled with 70,000 people, you go to Portugal, the hype, the media, the attention of the world, and 3 days after, you go to a town that's like 10 kilometers from Milan, in a tiny little stadium with a very modest team. For me, it's kind of, one day you have a beautiful supermodel that you can go out with, and the day after you have a super, let's say, unfortunate and ugly girl to date. It's not easy to perform in each of these two nights in the right way, right? It's easy the first time, but not easy the second one with the ugly girl, which is metaphorically Monza. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I hope that the team will be focused. Obviously, we're going to make physiologically a big turnover, like the other teams involved in the Champions League. And this is the starting lineup that I would use against the 3-4-1-2 that Monza plays with, and that, as we know, creates difficulties for us in building the game from the defense more than anything. So we have to be very good in bringing back some midfielders, in broadening the position of some defenders, in creating the opportunities to start the play with a good proficiency. So I would have, of course, Onana in the goal, because we are loving him every day more. The cabeza fria Onana, great. So I would still keep him in the goal because he can manage it. Defensively speaking, I would use De Vrij in the middle because I think he's coming back. I know he's coming back and I want to see him more. He's a good alternative to Acerbi for the prosecution of the season, so I think he needs to play. So I would put him as a central defender. Bastoni on the left, because I think that he already rested the game before the Champions League, so he can play another game with no problems. And on the right, I would place D'Ambrosio, who is coming back from his 2 days of being disqualified. Midfield, I would definitely use Aslani with Brozovic, because Brozovic needs to play. And I would give some rest to Barella. I would use Gagliardini probably. So I would have Gagliardini, Aslani, Brozovic. I know it's pretty risky, but hey, we need to rest a bit. If not, we can use Aslani in the first half, Gagliardini in the second, and keep Brozovic and Barella on the pitch. But I would discourage this solution because they need to rest, especially Barella. On the flanks, Gosens and Dumfries probably, because I don't see many other solutions. I know that Dumfries has been playing quite a bit and he uses his physical power a lot. Yet I would start with him because I don't see good alternatives on the right, since Darmian is playing in defense. If Darmian is not playing in defense, I would use on the flanks Dumfries in the first half and Darmian in the second. Depends if D'Ambrosio plays defense or Darmian plays defense. Let's see. And forward, we have definitely Correa. I would use him with probably Lukaku, who needs to play consistently to perform at his best. So all in all, I would have Onana, then Bastoni, De Vrij and D'Ambrosio. On the flanks, Gosens and Dumfries within the second half, Darmian. And in midfield, Gagliardini, Aslani and Brozovic, or Gagliardini and Aslani one half each, and Brozovic and Barella in the starting lineup. And forward, Correa and Lukaku. As far as Monza goes, I just see that Sensi will be playing, and we know that Sensi will come back to Inter after this year. We lent him to Monza, but he's going to come back. So I really hope that Sensi will play a decent game, a good game even, because who knows, it would be a romantic, beautiful story to see him coming back after the failures and the injuries he had at Inter, and to still be able to be part of the squad. Let's see. Anyway, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please punch the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment, because it's great for me to learn how to make these videos better. Thanks a lot again for watching, and as always, Forza Magica Inter.